Hi friends, it's Kelly from Rowena May Inspired, and today we're going to do a craft using this Laughing Cow cheese container that I just took out of my refrigerator. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a good coat of Waverly chalk paint in the color ivory, and then we're going to dry it up. Now we're going to open it up and take some hot glue and just go ahead and put hot glue along the edge of the top, and we're going to seal it up. Now I'm going to take this ribbon that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. It's got some like holly and berries on it. And we're just going to cover that outside edge all the way around, just hot gluing it. Looks super cute. Next, we're going to take some Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, and we're going to take this acrylic dotting tool that I just purchased because I'm taking this dotting class from Miss Lee from the Turquoise Valentine. So I got these cool tools. So I thought I'd just try these on. I'm making a snowman face. So I've got this little bit smaller one I'm going to use for his mouth. I didn't want these perfect, so I didn't dip it as full because I tried to make these not perfectly round because I wanted to kind of look like coal, for the mouth or whatever. So just dotting those on there, and then I'll just, go back and make them the way I want them. These acrylic tools are really fun to use. So I took a pencil and I drew a carrot shape for the nose, and I'm using folk art acrylic paint in the color Pueblo. So I'm going to go ahead and just paint the nose on our little container. And now I'm going to take this hat. I believe I got these at an estate sale. I plucked off the flannel that was on there with those berries and the greenery, and I'm just going to replace it with this homespun material from Jubilee, and then just some of this greenery that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to put a couple of those pieces on there, and then I'm going to go in with a little rusty bell. So we just made our hat over. So you guys know I like to grunge up my crafts. I took my Chalk-Teak Dark Paste Wax brush. I did not put any wax on it. This is just what was left from previous usage. And I just kind of dinged up his face. I like my snowman more like a primitive look. You don't have to do this. I just prefer this. So now I'm going to take this graffiti paint pen, and I'm going to dot the eyes and put a little line on each eye. I'm not great with, details of eyes and faces and everything, but I try. So I think it turned out pretty cute. So next we're going to go back to the hat. We're going to take some Mod Podge and some cinnamon. I'm just going to kind of grunge up the hat a little bit. Again, this is how I do it. You don't have to do it. You could leave the hat just as it is. You could leave the hat as you found it. You can do whatever you want with the hat, but this is what I like. I like the more primitive look, and I'm going to go ahead and cinnamon this bad boy up. And I think it turned out super duper cute. So now we're going to hot glue this right to the top of that container. And I do press the hat down, so it's kind of down on one side and up on the other, so it gives it kind of a really cool look there. Now I'm going to take 3 pieces of that same homespun. I took one and made a bow, and I took the other 2 for the tails. I'm going to tie all 3 of those together, and we're just going to give him a little kind of a bow scarfish look hanging off the bottom here. So I'm just going to tie it with a piece of twine. Once we get that tied up, I'm just going to trim off the excess twine. We're going to go ahead and hot glue it right to the bottom of his chin, like so. Then I'm going to take this wooden snowflake button, and we're going to hot glue it right to the center, and that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this craft, and if you did, please hit like, share, and follow Rowena May Inspired. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.